who are your top 3 donors and what amounts have they donated to your campaign? Again, top 3 donors and donated to your campaign. And I'm going to ask that we go in alphabetical order for this one, because just out of fairness, so we don't have to do 7 more questions to try to keep it equitable here. So first, Burton would be first.
So my top 3 donors in this order is first the Dallas Green Alliance, which I've already mentioned. Second is a close friend of mine who's a physician, and third is my mother.
How much?
How much? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Dallas Green Alliance 2,500. My friend 1,000, and my mother 1,000.
Oh, Mom.
That's all she's allowed to give. Birth off.
Okay, my top donation was the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union. That was 1,000. I received 500 from a mortgage friend of mine, and I received 300 from another individual I can't remember, my insurance agent. Thank you.
The top donor, I believe, was the Dallas Firefighters Association. After that, I've been fortunate enough for many families to max out at the $1,000 donation. There's been at least a dozen or more of folks that have been able to do that as a family. And then I guess after that, coming back down, there's probably another half a dozen folks, including some of my college colleagues that have donated about $500 as a family.
Well,
I did, yes.
well,
Hold on, before you do, she didn't give the amount of the Dallas firefighters.
I think it was about 2,000.
Thank you. Because that's my question, that's my.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
yeah. It was somewhere close to the max of what they could give.
Thank you. Sorry.
I've got a couple of friends who have donated, and they haven't given me liberty to say their names. But the third donor has been me, and I have put $2,000 into this campaign so far.
Right. We still have Parker, making sure I stay on alphabetical here.
I received $2,500 from Communication Workers of America. I received $1,000 from Texas State Employees Union, and I also received $5,000 from myself. I loaned myself $5,000.
James H.T. Turner. I'm a top donor, about $2,000, and I've had a couple of the constituents from the area, $200.
I received from the People's Funeral Home $500, and from a taxi cab group $500, and $500 for myself.
Thank you.
I loaned myself $4,000, the Apartment Association of Greater Dallas PAC $2,500, Metro Tex PAC $1,500.
And I'd just like to say to our homeowners that are maybe a little bit more curious about the campaign finance, if you'll go to the City of Dallas City Secretary's page, if you'll go just type in Dallas City Elections, don't go to the county page because that's not their jurisdiction. Go to the city page, and if you click on elections and click on candidates, all of their campaign treasurer appointments are there, all of their filing reports are there as well. And do you have a question or a clarification?
It's related to that question, and it's important.
I'm going to ask, you can ask it, but I'm going to give them their final remark, and they can choose to answer that question in their final remark or not. Because it's the time for the final remark, but here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to add a minute so that they get 3 minutes in their last remark, If they choose to answer your question, great. If they don't, it won't be any disrespect to you. But I do want to give you the floor and opportunity. So go ahead. Go ahead.
It's not gonna reach just project.
Oh, okay, and this goes for all the candidates. But, one of these candidates up here has received $21,000 from the same address. 325 North St. Paul Street, Suite 3350. It's called, and so you all check out these reports, it's called, AmeriSouth Realty. The editor is Raoul Hamilton. And he is a low-income housing developer who has 2 projects right now, that he's asking funding for, from the city and from the state, for low-income tax credits.
Is there a question there? Not that that's not good.
These candidates, you said, who the donor was. So I want to say, how much have you received from the same address? From the same address. So each received $5,000 contribution from one address. That's what I like to know.
Great. So I'm going to try to distill all that into something that might be a little bit more digestible for the candidates as they're thinking about. That's their last opportunity now for 3 minutes. This is going to be their last impression. So, but what I hear from our homeowner is that raises some eyebrows if we have $21,000 coming from the same address. And I appreciate someone that takes the time to do their research and would come prepared with that data. I didn't know that. So in any event, I would encourage you to address the concerns that we all share, because I share the same concern. I would at least want to know, hey, that's a lot of money from one address. So how's that support working out? So again, as we close, I am going to now go in reverse alphabetical order for the last word, and I will give you a couple seconds. I just sprung that on you. So can we put 3 minutes on the clock for the final one? 3, please. Or excuse me, 2. Let's do 2.5. Yeah, 2.5. I want to make sure that they have a chance to answer that question and give the last statement. 2.5.
Thank you to each and every Buckner Terrace homeowner that is represented here tonight. Thank you for being here. I would just close by saying I have a 21-year track record in the city of Dallas. I have served as a Dallas Youth Commission member. I have served as a City of Dallas Park and Recreation member. Not only do I have policy experience, but I have budget experience in the city of Dallas, as we have to go through the same budget that Dallas City Council members embark upon as park board members. Let me also say that I am ready to go to work on day 1 as the City Council member for District 7. And to answer the question, I have not received, I don't know the address of every donor on my campaign list, but I have not received $20,000 from any one address. Thank you.
It's been a wonderful experience. And while some of the questions that you asked were very interesting, I find it very interesting to know or to find out that you care so much about your community, and I appreciate that. The thing I wanted to say to you though is that no one person can take care of your community. It has to be interdependent. In other words, you have to work together on your skills, you have to work together on your talents, you have to work together to get whatever you want accomplished. No one person, if you don't have a super person up here. So a city council person is not a super person. I just want you to sort of be aware of that. But we do accept your input on every level. And it's important that you know that and that we work together in accomplishing whatever you want. I am accomplished in the sense that I am a school retired educator. I can communicate to just about anybody. The other thing is I've had an opportunity to work with diverse groups of people, teachers, administrators, etc. Being with the NAACP, most of my training was somewhat adverse, in that I dealt with all kind of people, all kind of times. So the bottom line is, we have to know who we're dealing with. And with this community, I certainly know that you're a group of people that are interested in moving yourself to another level. We all want pretty much the same thing. We want good jobs, we want an education, we want to be able to be fair, and more importantly, we want to be able to accomplish something in our life. I would say to you, basically, I am unbought and unbossed, and I don't have any money in my account right now because I've used it up trying to run this campaign. And as far as, what did you say, 22, whatever it is, I don't have it, okay? I don't have it, the bottom line. But I will tell you one thing in particular. If you can remember when DISC ran a school board, George Foreman had $20,000 in her account, and the other lady had $120,000. George Foreman won the election with 65% of the vote. Thank you very much.
Wonder how that was going to turn out.
We got some great meetings. James J.T. Turk that day. Again, we have some great candidates. The reason why I'm the greatest candidate for this job is because I'll fight for you. I fought all over the city of Dallas. They called me when Paul Quinn was going to be torn down. I fought him. We won the fight. They called me when Dart was going to build the rail down Butler. I fought, and I was the last person that said something. Jesse Hill and Miles were down here, and we won. I fought as the president of Atlanta Life Insurance Staff Dallas. When Diane Ragsdale mom died, and the agent rolled up the wrong policy on her. I fought the general manager. I fought them until they make sure she was buried. I will fight for this community. And I don't have all endorsement, but I will fight. I will help you. I will serve. I may not be the most lavish and have all the stuff. I'm the last one to get on the deal, and they've been fighting me every week, but I'm going to win. I promise you that. You better go with a winner. I'm a drill sergeant, I'm a trainer. Been all kinds of schools, but I want to fight for you. And the last thing in my closing, I want to tear down these dilapidated properties and build up vacant properties. We want to build some great stuff, build a tax base, bring in stakeholders, and recruit homeowners so we can bring money into the city. And we got to do that with you. Thank you. My name is James J.T. Turner. I'm number 5 on the ballot. Ugh.
Again, my name is Randall Park, and I thank you for this opportunity to be here to talk with you tonight. For over 20 years, I lived in District 7. For over 22 years, I worked as a parole officer for the state of Texas as a parole officer as well as a supervisor. For over 15 years, I served on the Dallas Housing Finance Corporation Board as Chief Financial Officer. For over 12 years, I served on the Dallas County Community College District Criminal Justice Advisory Board. In 2014, I served as president of that board. For over 4 years, I served on the Martin Luther King Board. For 3 of those years, I served as chair of the Martin Luther King celebration for the city of Dallas. I also served on other committees and boards as well for long periods of time. What that is to tell you that I'm committed to what I do. I'm not in it just for the short haul, I'm in it for the long run. For those 12 years I served on the Dallas County Community College District Board as a criminal justice advisory. I was the longest serving person ever on that board. I developed the leadership skills over the years since being here in Dallas. I'm not originally from here, but I've been here for half of my life. So this is my home. It has become my home. And I dedicated myself to public safety and to public service since being here. And I want to continue to do that on a higher level so I can affect more people and help more people than I have done so far during my tenure here. And with your commitment and with your support, I will continue to do so. Whether I win or lose, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. And that is to serve this community and to serve this city and help improve the quality of life for this city, for the district, and for everybody here. Thank you.
opportunity to come here tonight, talk with you. And, you know, I have to tell you about the greatest experience in my life is working with a really outstanding businessman, probably the most outstanding black businessman ever in American history. His name was Bthoa. You can go home and Google his name and you can see he started his business with $25 bills, a multi-million-dollar business. Said that he promised God that if God would help him be successful, he would show other men and women how to do the same thing. He took a young black boy, 16 years old, and started him in the business. He started a company that was the first company ever on the American Stock Exchange. He had a product called Ultra Sheen. He took another young boy, trained him. He started a company that produced Ebony and Jet magazine. He helped Mary Kay before she got started. And he was dying. He had Parkinson's disease. He was dying. I left Dallas, went to Chicago. And I asked him, what can I do for you, Mr. Fuller? You have helped me so much. And he said, you can't do nothing for me. He said, but if you are grateful for what was done for you, you do the same thing for somebody else. And the thing that was done for me was a change of attitude. I had the attitude that other people, what other people were doing, were responsible for me in my hard times. And Mr. Fuller said that's not true. Whatsoever thing you sow is what you reap. And you need to teach this to other young men and women so they can stop blaming and go on with their life and start being productive. So one of the things that I'm doing in District 7, there need to be a change in attitude, not aptitude, but attitude, because your attitude is what carries you to where you're going in life. So thank you very much.